Well, we all know that we are short on time, but you know what? Every night, dinner has got to get on the table. How are we going to get it there? With shortcuts. We've got Greta Podleski in the house. Hello. I love having you here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cookbook author of Yum and Yummer. And the whole point of this cookbook is healthy, yummy,
easy.
Easy. So shortcutty.
Sure.
Right?
Well, I like to give people time-saving tips because, you know, I've talked to a lot of people in the past couple of weeks who have said, I'm making a commitment this year to eat more healthfully, and I'm going to do that by cooking more from scratch.
Yes.
But they're still busy.
Yes.
Right? So sometimes it's hard to put dinner on the table unless you can do something in advance or use little shortcuts. And also, we still want yummy comfort food, too. Like,
Yeah,
I don't think all of a sudden we're just going to be eating tofu and bean sprouts every night and saying, this is my healthy 2018, right?
That would make me so sad.
So, and also
like we need a little bit of heft in our meals,
so
if you can get the comfort and the health together.
That's what we're doing today. So we're making chicken enchilada casserole. So this is something everyone in the family is going to love. And we're going to use a shortcut. The chicken is going to come from a rotisserie chicken.
Good.
Probably the most popular item at the grocery store. Have you ever gone to get one and they don't have anybody? You get mad at the guy.
Yes, you do.
What do you mean there's no rotisserie chicken?
Yeah.
It's 4:30 and you're already sold out? It's like I take it out on the poor guy at the grocery store. So we're going to make enchilada sauce, which is super duper easy. So I've been sauteing some onions and garlic, and I've cut the onion really, really small because in enchilada sauce, you don't want big chunks in there, okay? Now this is how we're going to spice it up. Chili powder, okay, you can just keep stirring. Ground cumin. This is a little bit of oregano.
Nice.
A pinch of salt. Okay? And people often say to me, why do you add your dry spices to your onions and vegetables when you're making soups or whatever, instead of just adding it with the liquid?
Yeah.
Because that's something I always do. And in the culinary world, doing that is called blooming, and what it really is waking up the spices. They've been in your spice jar for, I don't know, 6 months, a year, year and a half.
Right.
And this really
5 years, 7 years? Just joking.
This helps to bring out the flavor. So eat it, like you can smell it. It smells good, right?
Amazing.
Okay, and now we're adding a can of, I use the no salt added tomato sauce, and this is the big honking can, like the biggest one you can buy. I think it's like 23 ounces or something like that. And 1.5 cups of chicken broth.
Nice.
Okay, so that gets brought to a boil, and then you simmer it for only 5 minutes. That's all you have to do. And then we come to this stage where it's, you see it's thickened a little bit, and it's super yummy. And then I'm going to add the cilantro because this is going to give it that Tex-Mex flavor. Yes. I know some people don't like cilantro.
Yes, that's true. People are very on the fence about that.
I've learned that it is actually an enzyme in your saliva that makes you love or hate cilantro. That the people that go, oh, it tastes like soap, that's something in, it's not their fault, Tracy.
It's not your fault.
It's not their fault.
Just don't add it.
Okay.
So if you, if it tastes like soap, don't add it to your meal.
It just tastes like yumminess, so I love it. Okay, so there's our enchilada sauce. Now we got a 9 by 13 inch casserole dish.
Yeah.
I've sprayed it lightly with some cooking spray, or you could lightly oil it, and then you're gonna use corn tortillas. So these are 100% white corn tortillas, gluten-free. So if you want this recipe to be gluten-free, this is what you're using.
Okay.
I love these too. These are a combo of yellow corn and flour. These are easily accessible at the grocery store. So, and you're just going to layer them on the
either more healthy than the other, or are they both equally?
I would say they're about the same. Yeah, so it's more about the flavor. You could certainly use flour tortillas here. It gives it a completely different taste, though. I feel like the corn is more authentic Mexican. You get that real. Okay, and so we're just going to put sauce over them. Actually, you know what? I'm going to cover, I'm making a mess here. I'm going to cover the bottom with pieces. See, I cut them with my kitchen scissors to cut the bottom. It doesn't matter because this is all going to kind of meld together in the oven.
I like how you're building it like a lasagna.
It's exactly what I'm doing.
Nice.
Right? So I'm spreading the sauce over it. You're probably going to make a mess, but that's okay. You could get your kids to do this part for you.
If you're not a control freak.
If you're not a control freak.
Go ahead,
so cover the sauce. Okay, now here's that rotisserie chicken that I was talking about. So we took 1 rotisserie chicken and chopped all the dark and breast meat. It ends up being about 4 cups, which is perfect for this. So that you're just going to use your hands, and that's going to go over the bottom. Okay, and then we're going to put a kind of a secret ingredient here that always blows people away, and they trick their kids into eating it. And that is this. What do you think this is?
Is it carrots?
No. Squash.
Oh, it's squash.
Butternut squash.
Good for you.
And you're going to cut the cubes really, really small, and you don't need to pre-cook them because this casserole is going to bake in the oven for 50 minutes, and that's going to cook through. And they're a little bit sweet. Kids like them. It's really mild tasting. It adds a really something special to this casserole.
It also adds that extra nutrient profile because when we say we want to eat healthier, often that's about throwing in more vegetables into whatever we're eating.
Okay, so how do you sneak them in, right? I sneak them into a casserole like this, and this is black beans, which I've just drained and rinsed, okay? And then the cheese, I've used the part skim, like the pre-shredded Tex-Mex blend, because again, I'm trying to save a little bit of time here.
Yes.
And it does come in part skim, okay? So that's good, so you can save a little bit there. And then we're just gonna re-layer, so the tortillas on top, and you're gonna do this like 3 times, 4 times, however many ingredients you have. I think I build 4 layers. And then once that's done, you're going to cover it with foil and bake it for 40 minutes at 375. Then you're going to take the foil off, put it back in, and do another 10 minutes, because then see this finished dish here, how it looks all sort of, the cheese is browned on top. And then here's the most difficult part. When it comes out after the 50 minutes, you have to wait. You have to wait 10 more minutes. It's like lasagna. You know, it comes out, you're like, and then it's like a blobby mess on your plate.
And it'll burn your mouth. The cheese is too hot. You got to wait for a second.
It just needs time to settle. So you can see how big this is. Like, I'm sorry this is so beautiful, but I'm going to cut into it. This makes
Well, I hope we got our shot of it before you did that.
This makes 8 big pieces. And so beside you there, I put the garnishes that I tend to put out so people can kind of make their own.
So you got some avocado here. You've got some onions, some sour cream, some cilantro, some tomato.
Salsa would be good.
Yes.
And then people can just dig in. Do you think people are waiting for me to actually see if I could scoop that out and get a piece out?
I think so.
This is a lot of pressure.
Let's do it.
This is a lot of pressure.
Let's do it. And done perfectly. Beautiful. This is beautiful. Where do you want it? Here? Let's leave it here. Okay.
Where do I want it? In my mouth, Tracy. Where do you think I want
Your
it?
gorgeous finished enchilada, and I like the fact that you can put some of that away in the fridge. It's probably going to taste even better the next day.
And you can see all the beautiful layers.
Yes, you can.
And you know what? This lasts for 3 or 4 days in the fridge covered as leftovers, or you could even freeze it afterwards and then just reheat it. That's the kind of meal I like.